The disappearing future. What if the highest form of luxury was no longer something you could see? Not a skyline penthouse, not a private island, not even a billion-dollar yacht, but something far more powerful. The ability to disappear, not metaphorically, not symbolically, but physically, digitally, and architecturally, erased from the world, in the silent expanse of the open ocean. Far beyond commercial routes, beyond satellite clutter, beyond human interference, a new category of wealth has emerged, not designed to impress, not designed to be displayed, but engineered, to never be found. This is not the future of travel. This is the future of existence. Part 1. Engineering the ghost vessel. At first glance, it feels impossible. A structure floating in open water, without anchors, without visible propulsion, without any human operator in sight. But this is no ordinary vessel. This is a fully autonomous floating suite, crafted with a singular philosophy: absolute independence. Its outer shell is composed of next-generation titanium composites, ultra-light, corrosion-resistant, and engineered at a molecular level to scatter electromagnetic waves. Traditional radar systems fail to lock onto its surface. Thermal signatures are diffused. Even advanced tracking technologies struggle to maintain a consistent reading. It doesn't just move through the ocean, it avoids being acknowledged by it. Beneath this sculpted exterior lies the true intelligence of the system, a decentralized AI core. Unlike conventional vessels that rely on centralized control, this architecture distributes decision-making across multiple neural modules, each responsible for interpreting oceanic conditions in real time. Bathymetry, wave harmonics, wind shear patterns, pressure gradients, all processed simultaneously. Thousands of calculations, every second, every adjustment, instant, every movement, precise. There is no delay, no human error, no hesitation. Because the system doesn't react, it anticipates. Part 2. Motion without presence. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect is not what the vessel does, but what it refuses to reveal. There are no engines, no exhaust trails, no mechanical vibrations echoing through its structure. Instead, the suite moves using magnetohydrodynamic propulsion, a system once considered experimental, now perfected into silence. By channeling electromagnetic fields through seawater, the vessel generates thrust without moving parts. No friction, no turbulence, no noise. Movement becomes almost theoretical, like an idea passing through water. To an outside observer, there is no indication of speed or direction. It drifts, but with intention. It travels, but without presence. And in doing so, it redefines what motion truly means. Part 3. A closed world of perfection. Step inside, and the concept of dependency begins to dissolve. This is not a luxury suite in the traditional sense. It is a self-sustaining environment, a closed-loop ecosystem designed to function indefinitely. Water, the most critical resource, is continuously recycled through a bioregenerative filtration system. Every drop, captured, purified, and reintroduced into circulation. No waste, no external supply, a perfect cycle. The exterior skin of the structure serves a dual purpose. Visually transparent, yet technologically complex. It harvests solar energy not just from direct sunlight, but from ambient light frequencies, even under dense cloud cover, even during violent ocean storms. Energy is never interrupted. Beneath this layer, a thermal regulation system inspired by deep-sea organisms maintains internal temperature equilibrium. Instead of fighting the environment, it adapts to it. Heat is redistributed. Energy is conserved. Nothing is wasted. The result is not just sustainability, it is total autonomy. Part 4. The architecture of disappearance. But beyond engineering, there is a deeper philosophy at play, a shift that defines modern ultra-wealth. Because in this era, True luxury is no longer about visibility. It is about absence. Inside the suite, silence becomes a design element. The glass, engineered with active noise-canceling layers, eliminates external sound completely. Waves crash, unheard. Wind howls, unnoticed. Even the ocean itself feels distant. Digitally, the environment is even more controlled. Signal-dampening materials embedded within the structure create a complete electromagnetic vacuum. No incoming notifications, no data tracking, no passive surveillance. You are not offline. You are unreachable. And yet, paradoxically, this isolation is not emptiness. It is clarity. Because when the noise disappears, what remains is control. Part 5. Hidden complexity beneath minimalism. Visually, the interior tells a different story. Minimalist, refined, almost understated. Soft lighting reflects across polished surfaces. Natural materials, wood, stone, glass, create a sense of calm permanence. There are no visible interfaces, no intrusive screens. Technology does not demand attention here. It disappears into the architecture. But beneath this simplicity exists a layer of complexity that rivals advanced defense systems. Every wall panel conceals adaptive circuitry. Every surface responds to environmental shifts. The suite is not static. It evolves, constantly adjusting itself to maintain perfection. Comfort is not provided. It is engineered in real time. Part 6. Connectivity without exposure. Total isolation, however, does not mean disconnection, because even in complete physical seclusion, control requires awareness. Above the vessel, a quantum-encrypted satellite array maintains global communication. Data speeds exceed traditional infrastructure, yet the connection remains invisible. Dynamic IP ghosting protocols ensure that the suite's digital identity is never fixed. It exists everywhere, and nowhere at once. You can access the world, markets, intelligence, global systems, without ever revealing your position within it. Inside, predictive maintenance systems operate continuously. Every component is monitored, every anomaly is analyzed. Potential failures are identified long before they manifest. Solutions are executed instantly. The system does not wait for problems. It eliminates them before they exist. Part 7. Security without conflict. Privacy at this level is not left to chance. It is enforced through precision. A dynamic geofencing perimeter surrounds the suite at all times, an invisible boundary that shifts with its movement. If breached, the response is immediate. Non-lethal deterrent systems activate silently, discouraging approach without escalation. No alarms, no confrontation. Just controlled, calculated defense. Because in this environment, security is not reactive, it is absolute. Part 8. The economics of autonomy. But such perfection comes at a cost. One that surpasses even the most extravagant superyachts. One that challenges the very concept of ownership. Because this is not simply a luxury asset. It is a self-contained world. Operational costs reflect not just maintenance, but continuous evolution. Upgrades are not optional. They are integrated. The system improves itself, adapts itself, refines itself over time. When compared to private islands or traditional vessels, this suite offers something fundamentally different. Freedom without location, ownership without dependence, control without exposure. And that redefines value, ending the final question. So what does this represent? A breakthrough in sustainable living? A blueprint for future independence? Or something far more exclusive? A controlled escape for those who no longer wish to exist within the visible world? Because when luxury reaches this level, it stops being about comfort. It becomes about power. The power to disconnect. The power to remain unseen. The power to exist on your own terms. And in a world where everything is tracked, measured, and monitored, perhaps the greatest luxury of all is becoming invisible.